Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to London Greens in FM. We're back for another episode here today, guys. Another 3 games, and we're going to try and do our very best to get some more positive results going our way. Now, I made a comment in the last video about kind of tactics and trying to make sure that we are prepared for more or less anything that could be thrown at us, which is obviously a very difficult thing to do. And I am starting my tactical big notes file. So I've been playing this game for obviously for so long now. And it's obviously you think, oh, you should learn how to win by now. And I would definitely say, yes, I am trying to do that. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to get good results. But a slight caveat to that is that in these low divisions, it's so congested, it's so difficult. There's so many teams who are at this kind of similar level that knowing what's going to work from game to game and trying to implement a game system that works across a season feels really difficult, because you just don't have the players consistently to like perform at that level and kind of always play in the way you want them to play. It just does not work. And that's why I think that having this kind of setup of 2 or 3, separate tactics to try and bring to different game plans and stuff like that, I think could be a really good idea. So we've got a game on the 28th of Jan. Is that where we are? Yes, we're at the Wiseman West game already. Brilliant. Okay, now we'll take a look at how they play. They play with the wing play style. So they get the ball out wide as early as they can. Fullbacks will overlap, exploit the wide areas. Once the ball is out wide, the main focus will be to cross the ball into the box. So that means that with our centre-backs, we want good headering centre-backs with good jumping reach on their side. 13 and 13 with those guys isn't the best. Concentration's okay, so I think PACEY should definitely get himself a chance here today. I think maybe Carlisle gets a chance, although Carlisle's a bit weak. 1 strength is not ideal. I don't really want to throw Olafsson back as a centre back, do I? I think Salmon takes it over Loft, because there's good stats in other things. But PACEY will get himself a start. That's always useful. Left back swap needs to happen. So Sweeney. Yes, it will be Sweeney because Joseph is injured for another 3 days. Right. Okay. We've got a lot of mediums here. Got Takeda out on the left. We don't really want to do that, so we'll bring in Embleton on the left-hand side. Got Hughes, Cutler in the middle there. Would we rather Olafsson, or what would we rather in there in our DM? Sorry, in our center of the 3. If they're playing a 4-3-3, no, they're not. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, I think this is actually okay, playing the 3 in the middle with... Yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. Depending on how high they press, we might kind of get caught playing at the back a little bit, which wouldn't be the best. How's Cutler's passing? What's Cutler's passing looking like? So we'll go to central midfielders. Cutler is there. Passing's 9, not bad. If we sort by passing, Cutler is one of the best options in there. First touch is okay. Strength isn't great. Flair's 11. You've also got Hughes, which is a good option. Olafsson's good at... Olafsson's just a really kind of good, well-rounded player, but not so much on the passing. If we could get Olafsson's passing up, that would really be something else. Additional focus, can we just get that on passing? Yeah, just try and get those numbers up. That would really help us out. Let's give him a bit of praise as well. Cool. Okay, cool. Takeda can go on the bench. Embleton really is a bit weak on the ball, isn't he? That's probably a bit of an issue there for our left wing. Have we got anyone in the reserves? Left side player? Doesn't look like it. We actually don't. Maybe we need to have a search. Let's do it. Let's have a search for edit search. Kind of a left-sided player with physical strength. Got 8s and 9s there. Eric Buckley. Let's bring him on trial. And just see how that goes. Because good jumping reach, good strength. Hopefully the pace is on the higher end here. And hopefully these stats are also on the higher end as well. Okay, cool. We're going to go into the game with the team we've got. Embleton's going to get himself a chance. We're going to accept Eric Buckley and try and see these stats over time. Maybe before the... Probably not the Hayes and Hillingdon game, but maybe the game after that, we'll know what his stats are like and whether or not we want to bring him in. Fixtures, we've got Wiseman, West Meridian are playing. They're in first right now, but of course, Spelthorne have those games in hand. Barncombe versus Shepherd's Bush is a close one. Thornton are down there. If Thornton could take points off of Meridian, that would be very helpful. They've only played 21 games. Oh my word. You've got a team that's played 27 and a team that's, well, 29 even, Chalfont St. Peter. And then Thornton have played 21. I suppose what we could do here... kind of rotate them a tad. So that we've got the support player and then we've got Cutbush on the defensive with take fewer risks, kind of keep it down. You know what, Mark Titus is probably not a bad idea. And just keep an eye on the opposition cam because that's where they're going to be. Okay, oppositions. We've got what we've suggested over here. But if I do that and that, okay, let's go. This is the team we're going to go with. Nervous about your battle. Nathan Evans also nervous, but Nathan Evans is one of our better players, so shouldn't really be nervous about a strength battle. Try and knock the ball past him. Use your pace and ability on the ball. And we shall kick off. Are we on the right west? Yes, we are. We're on the correct highlights. Let's see how we go. First game of the episode, we've gone in with an approach. We've gone in with a decision of how we want to try and play this game. Going more or less with our passing tactics. Oh, over the bar. Good start. No, fingertip save. Okay, so we've got the ball for another corner. Let's go. First corner of the game, early doors. Horn whips this one in. It's going to come out. Horn should be able to get there. No, it's going to go off. No, it's not. Oh, it's been... Okay, fine. End of highlight, nonetheless. Okay, Tony Gilligan back to PACEY. Getting her start in today because if they want to cross it a lot, we want someone who can header it away. I am thinking about things. I am thinking about things. Oh, we've gone long. Livings makes a bit of a meal of that. Oh, blocked. No, goal kick. Wasn't blocked. Horns just skied it. Yellow card for one of the opposition. They've got a lot of possession here. 66%. It's quite significant. Comes out to Horn again. Into Hughes. Hughesy with the shot. Well saved. I don't mind Hughesy having a go. You know, we've actually moved him onto a support category, so he should be willing to take a go every now and then. Sweeney whips it in. No one gets to it. Horn tries to get it. That's no biggie. Okay. Yeah, so we're getting the chances, but our possession is a little bit low. But this looks like another opportunity for us. Sweeney into Hughes. Hughes back to Salmon. The ball over the top to Embleton. Into the middle. Horn. 1-0. Provided there's no offside. That was absolutely perfect. Just the defenders kind of saying, okay, work the ball around near the halfway mark. There's the ball over the top. So Salmon into Sweeney. Those are two defenders. Into the midfield. Hughes back to Salmon. Over it goes. Embleton's making the run. Horn making the, obviously, the exact run into the middle of the box. Finds the back of the net. That's exactly what we were after. Sweeney. Horn. It's two. It's two already. Incredible work. I'm gonna go with. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Sometimes you've got to know when to just leave them be. They're doing really well. We're 2-0 up. Possession has somewhat evened out. You know, it's coming up to 35%. It's dropped a chunk there. Turner Gilligan on a yellow now. I think I'll just bring us back onto a balanced. Oh, no. Okay, we've got Takeda. But the interesting thing here is that Wiseman West have got all that possession. Okay, Sweeney's just gone. Oh, that was so close. So close to making it 3-0. They've got all this possession and they are doing very little with it. And we are having all of the shots. And to me, that's kind of saying that whatever they're bringing to the table, we are just shutting it down. We're just saying, nope, you're not having that. You're not doing that. We're not letting that happen. Corner ball. And we're the ones working the ball, working our chances, even with the lower possession. And getting the results we're looking for so far, at least. Forced into one change already with Takeda coming on, but he's not that bad a replacement for the old Ben Horn. Ben Horn's a cracking player. Takeda's not that bad. Not so much a downgrade. Oh, that's gone in from distance. I feel like... I'm not sure. I'm going to go with a demand more now because obviously we've conceded and I'd like a little bit more from the guys. Where's the error here? It feels like Turner Gilligan's up a little bit, and then it also feels like... It feels like the entire backline was just a little bit disconnected. And then Williams was very focused on the the right-hand side of the goal, when it might have been a better idea to keep him... Oh, they've had one shot, it's gone in. But that's football for you. Makes me think, let's go back to positive and try and get another goal rather than sit back and try and contain our 2-0 lead. Okay. Looking at the data, we are so high up the pitch. It's really interesting. Are we really playing that line? We're not even playing that line. That's really interesting. But if we're so high up the pitch, then yeah, let's go for the press. Let's really make it difficult. I'm going to tell them to just start shooting as much as possible here. Going to go with a demand more. Let's go and grab a goal, guys. I want that 2-goal cushion again. Turner Gilligan will come off at 55 minutes. Okay, there we go. We've got... Okay, Turner Gilligan will come off at 50 minutes. Oh, they've hit the bar post again. Free kick. Okay. So Turner Gilligan, off you come. That was a bit of an error. And you're also on a yellow already. That's the issue here, isn't it? It's a little bit too structured when we've altered into this formation. It's still very structured if you go into that. You go into that and moves to flexible. What if we Sorry, what if Cutbush does come back? It's still flexible. Okay, so that's my slight change in an effort to try and get us going on the attack a little bit better. There we go. Evans on the ball, offside. And because they've come out of the blocks in the second half and they're obviously putting a little bit more pressure on us, I want to try and fight back. We're onto the attacking mentality just to try and grab a goal here. Let's give them... Oh, I can't give them another demand more just yet. Maybe we actually need to bring our line back. Yeah, you know, I don't really like what we've changed here. Over the top, that's got to go. Yeah. Just taking too long. Yellow card for Chambers was definitely a correct call because we were pushing forward there. And the opposition are getting more yellows than we are. But the momentum is all against us here. It's all blue. I don't even know how to explain that. That's just a joke. So the ball's been whipped in. Williams has come and punched it, which is not a bad punch. Then there's 3 players who've missed their header, and the header goes into the corner. Okay, well then now we do need to go into something else here. Probably not that. Probably the 4-2-3-1. Cutler goes up here. Hughes and Cutbush kind of rock around there. You go onto the attack mentality. I suppose. I don't know. We started so well, got the 2 goals, even despite kind of conceding possession a lot. Sweeney across goal. Cutbush hits the side netting. Okay, well, at least that was a little bit of momentum coming back our way. Let's see if it sticks or if it goes back to blue. No, it has stuck. So this change at the end, going attacking, maybe will give us a chance to get a goal out of here. Last change made. Is Evans out of position? He is. What is that? Why are they swapped around? Oh, they put that wide. That was lucky. Yeah, well done, PACEY. Simple passes, the best pass in that option. Yep. That's... Oh. It's not really gone to anyone. Yeah, not really gone to anyone there. We're not really asking for long passes. Well, oh no, I guess we are with our directness. That's gone out. Throw in. We've got one last throw of the dice. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Never mind. That's the full-time whistle. Okay, another draw. From 2-0 up, it feels like you've conceded, you've lost points. But I like the fact that we conceded those 2, and I was trying to work out how to stop their momentum. Eventually, it was just, we have to go and attack as well, and that's what gave us a bit more. But still, only a draw. It's not it's not awful. Farncombe get a win, which is good for them. Meridian get a win, which is also good for them. It pushes Shepherd's Bush down a little bit. And it also, yeah, with a draw for us, it's just okay. It's just okay. I'm not gonna kind of go too mad about it. 3 weeks, Ben Horn is gone. That's a bit of a difficult one. Yeah. Okay, Hayes and Hillingdon up next. Carlisle's developing concerns. Okay. Once more. Okay, that's fine. Carlisle will play some more. Horn goes out for Takeda. We don't have another striker to bring in, so it's going to be Jakob Milson. Goes up to the senior squad. If we look at Milson's stats, very pacey, good determination, not so good on the composure, but very pacey. So when Milson's playing, we can really ask him to get in behind, send it in behind. We take the draw. That's all. I won't think of anything like kind of deeper than that. We'll take the draw, and we'll keep our second place, knowing that yes, we lost 2 points, but could have been far worse. Evans is growing in basically all positions except pace and acceleration. We've got this meeting. That's fine. Why is it so... I've obviously brought Milson up because we need another striker. You can't just have one in your match day squad, or in your whole squad. Oh wow, Sam Carr's gone. Okay, fine. It will happen. Let's look at how Hayes and Hillingdon play. Wing play again. Okay, interesting. So again, we're going to try and defend them as much as we can. They ended up scoring from crosses because of our messing around with the ball and on the edge of our box, which is not what we want to do. Okay, we've got 4 days. Let's get to the Hayes and Hillingdon game, unless there's any news in between. So a little bit of news. Spelthorne did again drop points. Another. I know we did as well, but they don't drop that points very often. So they dropped points against Dorking, under 21s, and then if we skip forward to the Thursday, because I think our game is on the Saturday, Shepherd's Bush have dropped points once again. Thornton on the charge here, and Camberley. Okay, Camberley got the win, so they move above us. But that's 2 teams dropping points just like alongside us. It is very, very difficult. Okay, so at the end, in the last game, we went 2-0 up, and then we tried to just keep it calm and see out the game, and that's not really where it went wrong, because we didn't have the possession even when we were taking our chances and scoring goals. But the big thing being that I think adopting that kind of almost not defensive mentality. It wasn't really defensive. Teams are making offers for our players, as they always do. I suppose we could try and enter some contract details, but can we keep Jamie Loft for much longer? I mean, Jamie Loft's stats don't actually seem kind of crazy, whereas Carlisle's physical stats and mental stats are a little bit better. Let's see if we can do a little bit. Oh no, that's not what I want. I want longer than that. Okay, never mind. At least he'll be under contract if he does accept that. But what I was saying was, in this next game, we are going to go a little bit more aggressive. So they play wing style again. So we're going to have the 2 DMs, or kind of centre mid DMs. We're playing a slightly higher line. We're going to try and choke them out almost, make them make it difficult. But if they are playing wing style and they want to get the ball wide, we can't have our wing backs, you know, sending it, so to speak. Lots of games here today. Wowza. Okay, so hopefully we can get a job done. And the teams around us can also get a job done. Let's go. So we've got defense, support, attack in our midfield trio. You could even just rotate it like that. Or just like that. That also works. Keep it central. Or just bring Olafsson back as well. I think that works even better. That's the 4-2-3-1, but just with the midfielders back a bit. We are playing still a high line. Dressing room doesn't agree with the team sheet because they never do. But I promise you, there is method behind it. It's not just silly. But I mean, look, we're playing well. Yeah, we're drawing games that maybe we should be winning. But today's an opportunity. Okay, end of the first highlight. That was no dramas at all. Corner ball for Hayes. Meridian already winning in their game. Well out. Where's the right back? Where's Turner Gilligan, number 2? Just kind of plopped in the middle there. You need to get back to your position. Okay, we've still got it. Moss is a little bit tight there. Oh, lovely play. Oh, they've cleared it. We should win that back. Yeah, well done, Loft. Need you to, I think I want you to stay wide. And get your crosses in. Get your crosses in. Yeah, definitely. It's very even. Look at that. Oh, Takeda's good. I mean, just, yeah. Yeah, fine. Not a problem. Not a problem, you know. As much as I'd love for us to kind of passing play our way through an opposition with just exquisite football, one ball over the top to a striker making a decent run is also very, very fine by me. There we go. Great work. Great start. We are building into the game here. That's a good bit of momentum falling our way. And it's continuing to do so. Okay, they've then had a shot. Let's see if that stays. No, even then. Okay, they want to work it into the box. We can do that. We can play for set pieces as well if that's going to help. I don't know if it will, but yeah, give it a go. Moss back post, lets it bounce and then goes to collect it. Looks for Takeda in the middle. Takeda. Oh. I feel like that was a big one. Well, the XG, yeah, the XG jumped up by 0.4 there. Means it was just under a 50-50. That should be going in. Well out. And good press. Yeah, well out. Good work. It's going nowhere right now. Yep, good work. Lovely work. They go for the pass. All right. Okay, Williams, if you're going to make that decision to go for it, you've then got to get it. You can't just go, oh, no, and then run back. I feel like that just creates even more danger. Lovely tackle. Nope. Penalty. I did go for the work the ball into the... Yeah, no, we did it. It's on there. It's gone in. It's a penalty. We're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. We're playing well attacking. Yep. And we're going to give that demand more. We're going to try and correct. We conceded. Let's go and score. Charles, back to him. Whips it in instead. Moss, far post, won't get there. Cutbush collects it, shoot it. Oh, Cutler, open. The keeper's fumbled it, unless there's an offside there. Yep, Cutler was offside, so the shot, when the shot was made, Cutler was too close to the goalie. So they are lucky there. They really are. The goalie's very lucky as well. They almost feel like they are outnumbering a bit. I might... Oh, free kick. Okay, they've got one. We've had one disallowed as well. And no, actually, I think maybe the whistle had gone, so the keeper was just like, yeah, let it go in. Not so much of an issue. Takeda on the middle? Is Takeda, like, being told, make those runs in behind? I'm not really sure. Yeah, okay. I would like it if Takeda was, I guess... Oh, another penalty. Okay, cool. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing? Oh, Williams, that's unlucky. Two penalties? Have they made a change? They have. They've swapped their penalty taker out. So Richie... No, crowds come on. Left wing, 15. 7. So they're going to... You turn and get again to stay wider. So we're back to our structured positioning. But if I tell him to go into defense, it just instantly turns it into structured. Okay, those are the changes we're going to make. So what have I done? Let me try and explain myself. I've brought on Milson to give us that pacey attacker. Trying to get in behind with our high press and blah, blah, blah. Cutler's moved out to the right because he can, but with a kind of not fully inverted winger, so to speak, inside forward inverted winger, whatever. Although we probably could think about that, but with the idea that as more of a playmaker, he'll shoot less, he'll try and get the ball into these other guys a little bit more, and hopefully that'll do something for us. The two penalties are really, really annoying. And create a little bit more for the strikers, who we are going to try and push further up the pitch with passes. In fact, what we might do is we'll bring our lines back. Try and bring their defenders forward, and then we'll just try and send it over the top to our What? Okay, well blocked. Try and send our pacey players forward. If we can kind of invite them forward, invite their whole defensive line towards us, and then just ping it over the top. Conceding 2 penalties in one game in about 5 minutes. Oh, we've scored and I haven't seen it. Takeda's found the back of the net. How has it gone in? It looks like a cross from Turner Gilligan by the way he's highlighted. Throws it in. Cutler gets it. Puts it back to Turner Gilligan. Sends it across. Takeda at the back post. Yeah, boom. Okay, good. Good win. Salmons come on for Loft, of course, because of the yellow card. There's Cutler going inside. There's the ball over the top. Oh, and that could have been it. That could have been exactly what I was planning. Oh, that could have happened like that. Oh, that would have been good. Takeda crosses it in, Cutbush over the bar. But it looks like, I would say, the momentum's got to be with us now, doesn't it? Yeah, we've got big chunk of green over there. Romero in his own kind of area here. Finnegan tries to get it. Takeda into Milson. He's there. Milson! What? He's put it in! Jacob Milson! Come on. Lovely, lovely, lovely work. Okay, we're going to tell them to calm down because we've just scored 2 goals really, really quickly to flip the game from being 2-1 down to being 3-2 up. And I don't want them to lose focus here. Lovely pass. It's got to be the pass. A bit of a heavy touch, but then fires it through the keeper's legs. Maybe just a touch to get it out of his feet there. Was really, really good. Oh, Mason now with the booking. We've got no more changes to be made, so Mason's going to have to calm down a tad over here. Yeah, nothing silly from Mason, please. Oh, Turner Gilligan, what a tackle. Milson, okay. Send it long then? No, okay, to Salmon, that's fine. Look at the space out left, lovely. Yep, up to the centres. Yep, and then back. Or forward, yeah, that works. Fend it. Oh, lovely Milson. Play it to Takeda. He's got pace all on his own. He's got pace all on his own. Lovely. That was a lovely bit of play. I mean, that is the pace really, really helping out here. So Finnegan plays a bit of a sketchy pass, but Milson does well, wins it back, moves away from his man, and then just fires it low, and it's in the corner, and the keeper's probably a bit caught by surprise, I would say. From 2-1 down, 4-2 up, moving into our 4-2-2-2. Well saved, Williams. And now there's only 4 minutes to go, so I'm going to give them a praise here for the way we've come back in the second half. Really, really good. Over the bar, fine. Aces, absolutely brilliant. That'll be the game. Well saved again, Williams. Having a good period here where we're stopping a lot of shots. On a 6.6. I mean, it's hard to kind of get highly rated when you've conceded twice, but if they're both caught from goals from penalties, it's there's the final whistle. Lovely work. What a performance in the second half to get that game going, to get that game from 2-1 down. We only conceded from penalties. They didn't score from open play. It shows that we can defend well. You know, in that last game, we did concede twice from open play. But that one against Hayes and Hillingdon, that's 3 points. And don't be forgetting it. Don't be overlooking that. 3 points. And it's taking a hot minute to process. There we go. Okay. So with the win, how do the other games go? We're looking at neither of those. Neither of those either. Camberley got the win. Fair enough. Farncombe also getting the win. Obviously, we beat Hayes and Hillingdon. Brilliant. A team near us. Shepherd's Bush dropping points to Worplesdon Phoenix. Brilliant. And Meridian getting the win over Wiseman, who are slightly lower down. Okay. Spelthorne didn't play because they played just 2 days ago. Yates offer. Okay. Williams rejects. Lovely. Well, thank you, Williams. That's incredible. Oh, Camberley next. Righto. So, with the opposition playing a gegenpress, they're going to play quite high up the pitch, aren't they? So, we're going to maybe have to bring our lines back to just try and give us a bit more time. We're going to add a bit more tempo, a bit more direction to our play. And maybe we go for a couple more kind of shoot on sight. And we don't want to press too much, because then that might kind of leave us out of position a tad more. Can Evans play on the left? He can't. Cutler can. I think I'm going to make a little swap there. Bring Cutler onto the left. Personalize it to an advanced playmaker. And then go into these again. So I want him to sit narrower and cross from deep. That was the idea. And I guess we're crossing into the centre. And then that will let me play Evans out on the right-hand side, as he's more or less like a more straight attack. Winger attack. Shoot less often. Cross from the byline. Stay wider. And obviously both of our strikers still just doing what they're doing. The wing-backs doing what they're doing. Let's play... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's play Salmon and Loft. In fact, we'll play Carlisle, because Carlisle wants to play a little bit more often, which I do understand. He hasn't played all that many games. And I guess we could play Finley Crask on the right back position just to rotate. Opposition instructions. Let's do our baseline opposition instructions. And then check what we've got here. Most red cards, most assists, most goals. What have we got here? Marking tightly at all times. We are doing that, yep. Same there. Same there, okay. Set, okay, yep. Okay, so more or less all of the attacking players from the Camberley team. Mark them tightly. No, don't proceed to match, because Teddy Perkins is out of position there. And let's bring Embleton, so we're covering both wings, meaning that the strikers are more or less there to well, play the whole 90 and finish the chances created for them. Let's go into it. Last game of the episode, guys. Oh, they're on a 4-game winning streak. I don't know how many games we're on a winning streak. I mean, we won the last one. I think there's 2 draws and then 3 wins. So a good amount of games without a loss, but, you know, a couple of draws in there as well. Let's see what we do here today. If they are on that gegenpress, they're going to try and win the ball back high up the pitch, meaning there should be opportunities for us to get in behind. Yeah, just like that. There's a pass on. Oh, lovely turn from Takeda. Whip it. Oh, what a shot. That was a lovely kind of almost like he did the old fake, go that way, let the ball run, chase on to the end of it. Just going to, there we go. And almost put it in the back of the net. Joseph with the corner. Kasong is probably going to clear that. Does just so. Krask would get to it. Yeah, he does. Okay, really, really good start to this game. 77% possession. Milson with the pace. Running with the ball. Running with the ball. This is exactly what he has been brought into the team to do. Just to run with the ball at the defenders. Oh, they've gone over the top for Mbambo. Salmon gets back. And again, wins it again. Sends it long to Evans. I actually don't mind it from there because we don't want to get caught in possession in our own third. So him clearing that's not a problem. You know, even though I often say, I'm like, no, stay calm. Don't just knock it up the pitch aimlessly. If they're going to gegenpress, we are going to have to kind of concede possession a little bit more. Back post, Williams, well claimed. Brilliant. 0-0 after 10 minutes, and I am getting, I am a tad worried about, well, passes like that don't help. I am a tad worried about us trying to get on the attack, but we've got to be strong in defence if we're going to try and win this game. Okay, that was a bit of chaos. Carlisle, no, I've brought him back into the side. Yeah, that's a bit poor. That's a little bit poor. Okay, I'm going to go for the demand more. Check the instructions. Maybe lower the tempo and the directness just a tad. Because even though we had that shot very early on, haven't created since then. Evans. There we go. That's a great pass. Off the post. That was a really good pass and a really good shot from Olafsson. So I like that bit of play. It's just really unlucky that it didn't end up in a goal. That's where our line is kind of settled here. They're not really outnumbering us on attack. Oh, there's a chance. Go on, Cutler. Run. Give it off to Takeda. Off to Milson. Off to Milson when you can. He goes long and he blasts it over. Trying to tell a striker not to have a shot. Not sure how well that's going to go. Takeda from distance. Another close call. Really unlucky. We are in this game. Come on, keep going, guys. Cutler, back to Takeda, back to someone. Corner ball. Okay, good pressure. Keep going. Another demand more to try and get more out of the team. Cutler, okay. For the most part, they've reacted well. Not entirely. We have created a good chunk more since we lowered that tempo a tad. Okay, just a short one there, Williams. Oh, yep, that works to Krask as well. Inside, Cutbush, bring it forward a tad. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Yep, Evans. Cutbush is there. Yep, good. Yep, good. Lovely play. Now, I would love the wing back to go forward there, but hasn't decided to. And Cutler is not being told to. So maybe it wouldn't be the worst idea to get the left back to go for the overlap, because if Cutler's going to sit inside, it would make sense to get the wing back going past him. I think I'm gonna edit that in now. So you're on get further forward. Oh, we've conceded. That's not helpful. We'll put you on attack, and we'll go into the instructions, and we will overlap left, because that will mean the left back, most likely a marauding fullback. Yes. Okay, so 2-0 down. Gonna have to come back from somewhere now. Gonna be a bit of a distance. Lovely pass out wide. Lots of space for Evans to kind of canter into and get the ball in. Takeda to the back post. Will jump. Won't quite get there. But that's gone off. Yeah, that's gone off. They want me to work the ball into the box. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Well done, Krask. Williams making a bit of a meal of that one. Well done, Evans. Well done. Now we've got a 2-on-2. If we send it, Milson, go. Yes, there we go. That's the play. That's the pace. Milson, 1-on-1. Puts it in the back of the net. That's exactly why he has been brought into the team from the reserves, from the younger squads. He's got real good pace, and provided we can feed that pace and just send him beyond the centre-backs, that's exactly what he's done there. And he's put it kind of over the goalie there. Adams not being able to get a hold of that one. And that will make it 2-1. And we're back in this game. We're back within, you know, shouting distance. Well done, Williams. Holds on to that one. Oh, good stuff. Come on. Come on. Now it's mostly a question of getting to half time and then trying to go again. Good. Let's take a look at the data. They're probably going to press up a little bit higher than us. They are more or less playing a 4-2-4, just as we are. And we want the overlap to go. What's Joseph's pace like? It's pretty strong. It is pretty good. Joseph looks like a very good player in that. Stefan Clark's pace, not so good, but the work rate is a bit higher. So sending Stefan Clark up the wing repeatedly, probably not the bad idea. Hard to say. Okay, Finnegan's going to come in as a bit more of a playmaker, because his passing stat is a little bit higher, I believe, than Olafsson, who's down at 7. It is indeed. So let's have you as our deep line playmaker. Still just on support. Cutbush is in behind. Cutler's going to drift inside. Let's actually turn him into... Yeah, we'll play that. Inverted winger. So he will move inside, more like Clyde kind of here. And then Clark will be sending it up the wing just like that. And Finnegan is hopefully going to be looking for these passes. We'll bring those lines are a little bit far back now, I'd actually say. So let's step up just one. We've got 1 goal back. We just want to get another one. And really take even a draw from Camberley, you know, a team right next to us. We can't afford to just gift them 3 points. So a draw is still something. Wake up, guys. Wake up. They're getting a berate. They're getting a berate from me because that is 2 defensive errors that have led to goals here. Martin gives it back to Young, plays it forward Carlisle once again makes the tackle, and this time tackles it towards the danger area. Yeah, it's not good enough from Carlisle. Onto the positive we go. Lines are going to have to move up. Oh, just losing the ball way too easily there. Trask making a bit of a rash clearance. Good tackle. But still doesn't win it back. Dang it. I mean, look at that. It's a lot of red. Evans is getting the crosses in. Of course he is. I think you've got to kind of convert Clark into a wing-back position here. Send him up the pitch. Okay, I'm going to give it till 70 minutes, but I really don't know if this tactic is doing us any favours. And if it's not working in the way we want it to, we're going to have to change. And that is the 70-minute mark. So we're going to have to change things up. So Clark, you come back. You sit back onto a support role. Cutler moves into the middle. Cutbush on a yellow goes out. So Embleton moves out here. And Cutler goes onto the attack. Embleton also goes onto the attack. Turn that off. Get wide with it. Pass it into space. And get a bit direct as well, I suppose. Okay. There we go. And go attacking as well. We've got to. We've got to. In fact, we kind of got to go very attacking. We kind of need Cutler to release the strikers a bit faster than that. You don't have endless time on the ball. You've got to make decisions a bit faster. Off the woodwork. Goes out for a goal kick. 15 minutes of play. Let's give them a demand more here. Okay, back out to Krask. Plays it long to no one, but Evans will regather. Into the middle, Cutler, send it. Milson's there, send it. Milson's there, Milson's still there. It just took him so long to fricking get a pass off. Back to Cutler, shoot it. In we go. Okay, we are lucky there, I feel, because Cutler just... Milson was going for so many seconds there, and we just didn't play the pass until it was too late. Milson actually gets tackled, regathers. Cutler arrives into the box where he should be and finishes it pretty well. And somehow you can say, like, yeah, we are in this game. We've got a chance to grab a draw or you know, more or less. But it's not been a great performance. It's not really been us controlling the game. We're living off scraps. And they've hit the bar so many times. Williams has had to make a good amount of saves. Here we go. We should get a chance to play through them here. Krask on the ball. I want a long pass. There we go. Cutler's tried to head it on. I guess I have asked him to play a bit faster, but that, again, just you've got to execute the skills. Good save from Williams. 10 minutes to go. We're still on the attack. How's the analysis looking? We are freaking way deep into our own half. Step up just a tad. If Milson can gather, no. Finnegan's got it though. Up we go. We've got a corner. Yes. Oh, goal kick. All right. They've had so many more shots. We really, really have lived off scraps. But then we just send it long. Like, really well done, Clark. Couldn't keep it, however. Kasong, Clark, another Clark. Brathwaite turns, shoots, while saves Williams. Or Camberley maybe just are a team that we are going to struggle to get through. Still 5 minutes, and still, while there is 5 minutes, there is a chance to get the goal. It could happen. Here we go. Takeda whip this one in. Salmon back post. Corner ball. No, Brathwaite gets there. Will not clear it. Look at them flooding forward. My word. My word. Great block. Clark, send it. Let's go. We just cannot get the ball. Another great save. Oh, my word. Go on, guys. Okay, we get it out, but we don't gather the ball. This is we're losing every 50-50. When the ball's in the air, when like they just want it more, and it's really that's what it's about. We should be the team pressing forward at the end here. We're on very attacking. We should be sending it forward. Cutler clears it. I can't really complain. Evans, well done. Back to Williams. But what the frickin'... What is that pass? Okay, cool. Clark's got it. Into Embleton. Forward it goes. Forward it goes. Yeah, there we go. Finally. Milson's in. One-on-one. Puts it over the keeper. It's gonna trick... No. Milson's offside. Yeah, look, we can't really complain. Carlisle put it in his own net. Then he gave him another one. 2-0. 3-1 at that point, actually. But look at that. I mean, 4.6 plays 0.8. We just got outplayed. We just got outplayed by the high press. So, I'm going to make a note of that. High press equals dangerous. We need to figure out how we're going to combat that, because we tried to sit deep and ping passes over the top, and it looked like it was going to work until, well, defensive errors kind of cost us there. So yeah, bit of praise, send out a bit of praise. Williams impresses, yeah, because he made endless saves because he kind of had to. Um, what's his stats look like? Yeah, I mean, his stats are pretty good. He's very pacey, not very strong, and we did give him a lot of opportunities. Yeah. Righto, well, that is the end of the episode, guys. We've got a game in 8 days against Forest Hill Park, who are actually the lowest team, so we really should try and absolutely boss that game. But you never know what it will turn out to be like. We're going to take a look at the table now rather than later. We are sitting on 30 games played with 12 to go, 4 episodes to go, 55 points. If we once again work it out, let's say from Hayes and Hillingdon onwards, with the games in hand, they have 2 games in hand, so that would take them to 53, so they would still be below us. 4 games for Spelthorne would take them to 65. Wow. So they would be top of the pile. Farncombe with 3, that would take them to 64. So they would be just below. Which obviously isn't really how it works. We know that you're not guaranteed to win your games in hand. But we're sitting okay on 55. You know, we've got a bit of a gap over Hayes and Hillingdon. They've got games in hand still, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right, and we are looking good for that playoff spot. If Spelthorne do drop points, or if Farncombe do drop points, then yeah, we'll be looking good to even challenge for the top spot. But Camberley just absolutely bossed us in that one. They were next level, and even then they only beat us 3-2, and we gave them 2 of them. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's another long one because the FM videos are getting a bit long this season, in an effort to try and get through the games. But depending on where we are next season, we'll also kind of dictate length of episode again. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.